So what do you think's going to happen if me and him bump into each other? What do you think happens there? Do you think he stands and fights me? Think about it. If all of a sudden I bump into him in Chester and we go, now then, what's happening? Do you think he's going to fight? Or do you think he's going to beg it? Think about it. Has he got a chance against me if he comes in contact with me? Just think about it. You know, put all this aside. Stand me next to him. Put him next to me. Look at our stories. Look where we've come from. Look what we've been through. Look what we've endured. Look at the differences. Do you really think that cunt's got a chance with me? Never in a month of Sundays, mate. Ever. Never. Never has been. Ever. Never will be. He's a 42-year-old washed up cokehead. That's what he is. A body shot will fucking cave him in. His body's fucked up as coke abuse. Yes, Lulu. You've only got to look at his chin. Do you see anything manly about him? He's had his jaw shattered twice. That's why it's all fucked in. That's why he's got a jaw like your nan. Understand, he's been beat up all his fucking life, mates. Not by hard people neither. I think the biggest kid that's given him a smack, the hardest lad in Liverpool, I'm not saying the lad's the hardest, I'm saying the biggest name in Liverpool to ever give him a slap is a lad called Kevin Woods. Kevin Woods is better known as Sam Cole. And the reason Sam Cole never beat him up, just give him a 1-2, bam bam. It's in the paper. You know what happened to him in the Shanks bar, Shanks Hotel, Liverpool Hotel, the Shanks. See what he used to do when he first started attacking me. A few years before he started attacking me, I'm in jail. When I've got out of jail, he's got on my case and started attacking me. So at this time, I've got some bird around me. Some little blonde bird from Waverty. She just popped up from somewhere. All of a sudden she's round me every day and I'm banging it. But she's well connected in the city to these mad parties and these mad gaffs. So this girl used to pimp out girls with some fella in the city. The girl, I didn't know this until she started telling me this shit. And she started speaking on these parties that were happening in the city. And she started talking about these people and who was attending these parties and the behaviour that was going on to seduce young boys and girls into participating at these parties. Sam Walker's name was coming up every fucking time. So what Sam Walker used to do was go into the clubs outside the city. Go into the clubs sometimes in the city, but it was majority like your little towns outside. He'd get on the drink, get some of the lads to party there. You know, the young lads. It's a party there, do you want to come? Yeah. Two of the lads would go with them. Just him and a bird. He'd get them to the party and they'd be given GHB. They'd have this shit put in the drink. And the lads would go under and he'd have 3 or 4 men going through them. The lads would wake up the next day feeling rough as fuck but wouldn't really know. This was happening with lads and girls, and the girl that I was banging had mates. And her mates was doing it with girls in beauty parlours. So this girl's mates had beauty parlours. And they'd be in there eyeing up beautiful young girls, giving them a couple of nights' work a week. Do you want to work on a Friday? Give you £30 a work. Get them in that way. Before you know it, Do you want to come out? We're having a work night out. Get them out. So now you got this young girl going out with the older girls that have been brassers most of their fucking lives, but now they're trying to make money on the back of it themselves. Do you get what I'm saying? And now these girls are bringing them to these parties that Sam Cole organised, that Sam Cole put together. And you're in these parties, you've got counsellors, policemen, drug dealers, all sorts of walk of life of men who are invited to these parties. You know, it's an invitation. You can't just come from a club and get in a taxi and go there. It's a secret sort of sex party. So now this stalker's screaming, shouting about me. So I expose what he's doing with Sam Cole. And I'm screaming about it on live, telling everyone about these parties and the damage they're doing to young girls. Because you've got young lads, you've heard me screaming it. You've got young lads being left in entries in the city centre who've attended these parties. They're being found 32, 48 hours later, being took, no trace of drugs in them, but it's quite evidently been ruined. But because the mum and dad knows that he's a homosexual, nothing comes from it. There's a reason he's ruined down there, because he's that way inclined. So they go straight away from, oh, it could have been something different, why he's that way down there. There's no drugs in the system, so it's not suspicious. And there's loads of that. So I scream about that. He gets kicked out, and he hasn't been with them since. He gets fucked in the shanks by Sam Cole. That's why he got his big black eye in the shanks bar, because of that shit. And he got kicked out of that, and he hasn't been round them since because of that. And that's what happened with him. Go and Google it. You might have seen pictures of him with a big black eye where he'd been assaulted in a Liverpool hotel. That's the situation I'm speaking about. And there's no lies there. When I'm screaming it 5 years ago, because this is how long they've been on me. So when I'm exposing it 5 years ago, no one's believing me. Thinking I'm chatting major shit. Just no one's believing me, mate. And then 2 or 3 years later, bang, there's content being put out all over social media. You've got a brother who's recorded himself ringing this Sam Cole, screaming at him saying, what have you got my sister doing, lad? And that kid saying, I've just asked her to bring this thing down for me, lad. I'm giving her 5 tons to bring it down. Yeah, but lad, what the fuck are you doing? Because this Sam Cole's got this young fucking girl to bring GHB down. They've moved the operations out the city now. They've got their operations in Milton Keynes, you know, where Marvin Herbert and all this shower of shit exist. They've got the parties down there now. So this Sam Cole's asked this lad's fucking sister to fly down and bring a bottle of GHB down for them so they can use it in the party. The brothers found out. Got on the phone to him, you fucking wrong, and you blah, 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 blah. Try, imagine that. But that's why he got fucked off. That's the main reason why he's not allowed fucking around Liverpool. Because he brought that graft bang on for all them. Why? Because I started screaming on it. Why? Because he was calling me all mad shit for nothing. So there you go. How are you, the Reaper? How are you, Kaylee? Nice one, lad. Hope you're well. Why am I going to lie? What do I gain by lying? Am I trying to cancel him? I'm a fuck, don't give 2 fucks about him. He tries to cancel me, it's the other way round, all that dynamics. I'm just speaking truth on him. He's just bullying everything he can over there, he's bullying. And it doesn't matter when you've got these new targets of this. Let me be bluntly obvious. I believe his new targets have got mental mental problems somewhere. There's a learning problem or they're dealing with something. You should not be adding to that. You should not be picking on them. You should not be locating them, putting their addresses out, putting them all over social media like they're a pair of wrong'uns. He's the fucking wrong'un. These people aren't wrong'uns, they're trying to expose a wrong'un. So why the fuck is this wrong'un able to spin the dynamics on these people who have got... You can see it's evident, they've got mental health problems, these people who he's targeting now. Why isn't he targeting everyone else that's stating facts on him like me? He targets me behind the scenes. He always has done. Whatever happened there in the last 6 months, you know, he must have got a nice wage to come out and do that, because he exposed himself fully. All of them did, didn't he? He must have had a good bit of wage. You know, when you've got a group of people that have been trying to cancel you for years and years and years, you see the first attempt, it's not that hard. Why? Because they're good at it. You know, when they don't succeed the first attempt, they'll come back the next time harder. When they don't succeed there the third time, they'll come harder. And that's what they done with Liam Ditchfield. That was the third time. That was harsh what they done there. Give a liar a stage to just ruin me. The fourth time round, they had to go all out. It's been 8 years work trying to cancel me, so now I'm getting the full force of them now, putting everything they can into it to shut me down fully. It's not working for them now, is it? But every time they're coming more forceful. They're having to do it now. They've employed loads of people in the past and they're all going, fuck that, I'm not doing it again for you, fuck. So they've been isolated where they've got to do it. The people that have been paying dickheads for the past 8 years, in the last 6 months, have all come out together and attacked me. All of them. That's what I was speaking about on the platform before I got cut off. Why? Because I was speaking truth on them. What you've just seen in that last 6 months from February to now, don't get your shit in a twist, the start of February and March to now is all the same people coming out of the shadows and standing and being counted. So you know when the stalkers came out shouting 200 grand, that was him shouting that for Dougie Joyce. Do you get what I'm saying to you? When that shit never worked, look what happened. James English came out, Christie popped up. But these are all the same rats that popped up last time. And don't forget, behind the scenes, every time you've come at me, you've had a team behind the scenes coming at me. And I'm talking about some serious perverted old fucking men with charges to prove it. Mad. You've got this humble dryer. His brother's just been convicted in one of the most serious paedophile rings in Scotland, and he's kept that fucking quiet from everyone, hasn't he? That's straight up, mate. And that's who he's had attacking me for years behind the scenes, stalking me, targeting me platforms. You've got another who they're all best mates with. And the first bit of content I've seen of this being targeting me behind the scenes for years on for English and co. I seen a joke, you remember little Holly? Remember them 2 girls that got killed by the caretaker, I think, Holly Wells? This is making a joke out of it. Something along the lines of, which one would have you fucked first? And these are the type of people that are targeting me. That same made a picture up of my son Quintus and put a penis in his mouth and sent me it. This is what Purple Hackie's going to do to your son. This is the type of shit I've had off Christie and English and all these knobheads for years. I'm not lying. This is what they tried to do to make me snap and do mad shit. The same group that English and Christie and all that have been around, this humble dryer and this head jock Craig, dirty. I was trying to get my podcast going, doing interviews with people, and I'm on StreamYard, and someone had asked to come in alive, and I'd accept it, and you'd have this Hedgehog Craig with pornographic movies on in the background, sweating his back out with his manhood in his hand, masturbating, thinking it's normal. And this is what they've put on me, people, for years. Honest to God, it's disgusting. And they've got the audacity to sit there and write me off like I'm some sort of fucking wrong'un. The same bunch of trolls and professional stalkers, gang stalkers they are. The same bunch of people have made people unlive themselves. It's proven they've been targeting people that much, they've unlived themselves. That's what they tried to do to me. Yes, Steph's Lou. And this is all straight up, no bullshit, facts, truth. When I started speaking about that on my account earlier on, you just know they were all flapping. Why? Because they've painted a pretty picture of themselves over the last 4 years. You know, they cancelled me, said all mad shit, put all mad content about my kids and me, all mad dirty, horrendous stuff. And then just repaired themselves and cracked on in the social media world and, you know, portrayed themselves to be these decent people with not bad minds. Every one of them have got perverted, fucked up minds. Every one of them. If you can mix with nonces, you're a nonce. If you can sit there and communicate and message men that's done serious shit to children, you're just like them. That's why you beat women up. That's why you take drugs and steroids and all this dirty shit that you use half-breeds take. Yous aren't men. You've always need steroids to give you that confidence. You've always need drugs to give you that gameness in the heart. These aren't real men. Oh, you, Joe, Johnny, you know, you're all sat there now, fucked on medication. Why? Because you can't handle the pressures of life. You're not a fucking man. You're an addict. Stop taking your substances and be a man again. It's the drugs that's making you weak, kid. All yous dickheads up there. The further north you go, the worse the drug problem is, to be honest with you. When you start getting into the northeast and that, where you go to the northwest, everyone starts by smoking weed. You get into the northeast and Scotland, they start by smoking crack and smack. The people up there, when they're fucked, possessive and obsessive, it's next level. The law. Them in Scotland, this who's doing it, that's who's putting the video out, that's his YouTube channel, this is him, that's his name, that's his bird, that's this. Over the years, must have done it against the stalker about 4 times. Every time he's come out, even the last one, where he's come out spreading horrendous allegations which are very untrue. Hello, bam, yeah, thank you. This time round, I didn't need to do fuck all. Why? Because he's threatened to kill me on a live feed, this stalker. And for some reason, the police have took it serious and come round to my door a couple of days later and issued me a threat to life warning. I didn't know it was off. But when he started running his mouth off again, chatting his shit, I went, bang, I've got a problem. This kid's making false allegations. What's his name? Sam Walker. We're sending a car round now. They bombed round. Why? Because they had information that shithead had threatened to kill me. And the threat to life warning, his name was behind it. So when I've rang up and say this, telling people I'm a fucking wrong'un and I need something to happen about it this time, they went, hang on, I'll be right round, thinking it's to do with that. So it's all documented. Every time it's documented. And you'll probably get a knock on the door for all this shit. It just takes its time. Why? Because the police are backlogged to fuck. But Sam Walker will be getting a knock at his front door over the shit he's done to me over the last 8 years. It's just a matter of time. Like all yous people, when I told yous, fuck this, I meant what I was doing. I haven't just like put it there and nothing's happening. It's done. It's only a matter of time before the police roll up and go, you, Have you been making threats to kill? Have you made this? Have you made that content in 218? Have you done that in 220? Have you done that in 222, 223? Is this are these your profiles? Is this you speaking here? Is this, you know, it's got to get put to him. You know, what he's going to get put to him is this. How do you know what you said about Darren Gee in 218? What made you come onto social media and state that Darren Gee had been charged with doing a madness to a 13-year-old girl? What made you think that was truth? And then he's got to say A, B or C, or I'm not telling you. If he says I'm not telling you, you get charged because it's naughty. Now, if I went in a plod shop last year and complained about the one in 220, nothing could have happened because of the date. But I complained about it then, but never pressed charges. So back then, when he's doing all this mad shit, so when he said them shit in 220, I've complained. Said, wow, this man's saying I've done this to a 13-year-old. It's fucking wrong what he done. But I never signed a statement off. Do you get what I'm saying to you? It was a phone. And I went, no, I don't want to take it any further yet. But over the years, it's been documented. So now on the last one, where I went, yeah, I want to take this fucking places now. It's been too long. It's doing me head and stopping my life. It's ruining my life, what he's doing. It reactivates all the previous ones now. So what he's just done to me in the last 6 months now reactivates what he was doing to me in 218 and 220 with these mad allegations. And because the new laws that have came in with these harassment laws and all this new legislation that kicks in, he's got an 8-year case of harassment and stalking that's coming his way against me. All of it. You know, it's not like this kid's knocking at your door once and you've rang the police on him. You know, I've had this kid fucking spreading horrendous shit about me for years and years, doing all mad shit with groups of them. Not just him, he's a paid one. He's not the main thing, he's just paid. You know, what he's doing to me is like a paid incentive for him. When he come out at me screaming, I'll give you 200 grand for a fight, that was Dougie Joyce paying him to promote 3D Fight Club. The same could have been using me since the get-go, to get the names mentioned, to get the platforms recognised. From the get-go though. Everyone that's been watching it can refer back and go, he's fucking spot on, he's not lying. I'm not lying. Yes sir, right, absolutely no need to fucking lie on these helmets, mate. They're alright in the gangs, you get them one by one, trust me. Doesn't matter which one it is. I see any one of them face to face, watch. I can use my hands. I can use my fucking hands. But for dickheads, I choose not to. For people that don't deserve a beating, but deserve hospitalising, I choose a weapon for use. When I bump into some of yous, you don't deserve a broken jaw, mate. You deserve to be looking in your mirror and seeing me every fucking morning. Every fucking morning you're going to think of me, some of yous. Watch. I've been screaming choose a life, not a knife, from the get-go. And I've always told the kids, do not get involved in the life I'm stuck in. Don't get trapped in this life I'm in. So it's not contradicting my message like you keep on screaming. My message from the get-go is, yous don't behave like me. Yous don't do what I've done, because you're going to end up fucked in this life like me. So when I come across some of these little fucking rats that's destroyed my opportunity of leaving this life behind, I'm going to show them exactly why I was known and fucking terrified of in that life. In that life. Watch, mate. I can open up next man's face better than anyone. Watch. I'm going to get one or two of yous and yous are going to look fucked for the rest of your fucking lives, mate. And I promise you that. It's a promise, mate. Doesn't matter where we are. It's not where I'm going to put a bally on. I'm not going to come and sit yous off. You're not worth the life sentence, mate. If I bump into yous, you're getting your cheeks sliced off. Trust me on it. I'm going for your jugs. I'm not going to do the hand signal, that's why I lose my platform. This isn't me being a big macho thing. I can give a good fucking battle with my hands. But yous are the types of people that'll knock out, then pull me weapon out and destroy with it. That's what yous are. You know when you're having a scrap or you're getting into a beef with someone and you can just have a fight with them. If you get beat, you shake his hand, sweet, you've won, kid, see you in a bit. I'm that type of kid. But I'm also the type of kid is, if you've been doing a mad shit to me for years and I get my hands on you, you're fucked. Straight up, lad. You've been doing mad shit for me and my family for years. And the only thing why you've been doing it is because I've never got my fucking hands on one of yous. I have not got my hands on none of yous. None of yous. Watch when I get these fuckers on you, lad. One of yous. I'll get my hands on you, I'll pull my scalpel out and I'll show you, like I stated before, I'll show you exactly why every fucking gangster in that city was shit scared of me when I was in that fucking life. Can't wait. Can't wait. Honest to God, you're not snitches, are yous? Watch me turn one or two of yous into grasses in a flash. Like that. Watch. Yes, Ellen? We love TikTok shop. Got promotion rental saying times have changed. Have they fuck? Music's changed. Dress sense changed. The minds, the people, it's all the same. All the fucking same. Look, you get the most dangerous person in the city of Liverpool with his weapon. The most scariest person in the city of Liverpool with his weapon. And then put me next to him with my weapon. Straight up. Everyone will tell you straight. Everyone will tell you fucking straight. He's fuck all on Darren. The only reason that's the dangerous man in the city is because I'm not active. That's it. I'm not active. You don't know the dynamics. Look, being rich and powerful is different from being violent and powerful. Do you understand what I'm saying to you? We were no big millionaires, and that's why you get these millionaires saying, oh, they were shit, every one of them couldn't sell drugs because of us. Every one of them. We shut the whole city down for about 3 months straight, and then couldn't do fuck all about it. Nothing. Begging us to behave. Oh, stop it, Darren, we can't do nothing. Fuck off, shit houses. Telling you, look, as soon as them explosives started going off in the city, outside gangsters' houses, outside the 051 nightclub, outside the police stations, every grassing family in the city was being threatened by the police. If you don't solve this shit, we're gonna target yous. We had an agreement. You stop all this bullshit going on in the city, we let you sell your drugs. Now you've got a new firm in the city going, fuck yous, police. We don't work with yous. So now they're using the local gangsters that they've let dominate proceedings, target you. When that shit kicked in, when them IEDs kicked in all over the city, all the Gresham families who had been established on the back of the informant in the 80s started getting tethered by the feds. Once they started getting tethered by the feds, they're sending messages down, begging it. No one can graft. They've locked the city down, they're doing road checks all over the place, everyone's getting the stashes kicked in. They're looking for the people that are doing this. We're us, but they're thinking it's us. Anyway, it's what it is, mate. It's all shit houses. That's why they wanted us gone. That's why them big grasses wanted us gone out of the situation. That's why they all pissed in the same pot to get me shot dead and fucked up. That's why they all pissed in the pot to get me life off and fucked up. Do you get what I'm saying? Here I am again, the same dirty, horrible crime families that have been snitching on everything for 40, 50 years are still targeting me. Using anything they can with all the millions and millions of pounds of drugs, money, to target me. It's nothing to them. It's nothing for these rats to throw the dickhead 10 grand a month to target me. You know, the stalker. Yes, Beezer, Lizzie Dimmock. Jolene saying speak your truth. Always do, mate. How are you, honey bear? Hope you're well, mate. Been getting sicker for days off these, haven't I? Have you noticed? I'm losing my temper, getting dead angry. Imagine what? You've only seen me triggered lightly. Imagine if I get these people that's been doing this to me. Imagine I get my hands on them. This is what I'm saying, I can't wait. I know. It's unfortunate, but it's worth it, I reckon. Sandown Warrior, hope you well. You need a big cuddle. You know what I need? The country to go off its barney. That's what I want. I want the country to go off its barney so I can go into Liverpool and make it safe for myself in the future. Honest. Like, the addresses are already there. If this country went off its barn and now I'd head into Liverpool and just go address. See ya, go missing for 6 months till the riot finishes. Come back out and feel the fucking pressure off the feds. Why? Because I'm wanted on mass murders and shit. Honest to God. Are you scared to go to Liverpool because of your crime? Don't be daft. I'm not scared to go to Liverpool, you fucking helmet. I ignore the stalker and Tintin and all these fucking knobheads, all these drug dealers. Not around in Liverpool. Go to Liverpool all the time, lads. Honest, I've seen scousers that think they're fucking solid, but because they're with the kids, I leave them. But they know. You know, I've had people in the past giving me shit and I've seen them. I've been getting on trains and waiting at train stations and seeing these fucking shit houses, and they fucking know. They know what time it is once they're in front of me. All of them. They're only hard when there's a couple of them. Honest to God, straight up. And this is what you've got with these breeds of people. It's how they're raised. It's what I keep on saying to you. It's how they're raised. They're raised with the group mentality. They're insecure when they're by themselves. Every one of them. Trust me on that. You know when you see them knobheads, yes, happy-go-lucky. You know when you see them knobheads who are always in groups. You know when that knobhead's by himself. Honest to God, different character, different response mechanism. He's normally responding to these fearful situations when he's got his boys round him. Now he's got this very serious, scary situation right in front of him without a single soul to help him. It's a different dynamics, it's a different type of butterflies. It's a real fucking fight and flight situation here now. These couldn't have had the fight and flight situation for time, right? Because they've always had a group around them. You don't get full flight and fight situation when you've got a group around you. You just can't. You've got to be that kid by yourself with these 4 kids coming at you to have that true shithouse feeling. And if you haven't been there, you're nothing. You're still a shithouse if you're not gone there. Do you understand what I'm saying? If you've not gone into them scary situations and got out of them and come out of them on top by yourself, you're a different breed. You're just a completely different mentality, different levels of experience, different levels of danger, different levels of trauma. Yes, Julia. Sean Rice said you're alright, mate. What's up? Oi, Julia. What's up, Kate? Viv Blake. Richard. So look, I can write the fucking life out of all these off, can't I? And I'm sorry that I'm stuck on it. It's trauma. Oh, they live in your head. No, they don't. They live in me trauma. You know, when I get triggered off trauma, I speak on them. Why? Because they've added to my trauma in the last 8 years. They've deliberately come in, targeted me and my mental health and made my condition worse. So every time I'm getting triggered, they're at the top of the fucking pile. Don't give a shit, mate. You sow what you fucking read, mate, isn't it? You started this shit. Don't start thinking, look, I've not come out of jail and jumped into this place, this space to ruin my fucking life. Don't know why you think I have. I've got out of jail expecting, which I did have, to have a wife, kids and just jog on, but it all went wrong with the wife. She was banging this hungry fella for years or something. Do you understand? So my life changed course as soon as I got out. My plans went to fuck. But I didn't get out on social media to start targeting people and ripping people and screaming about their affairs and what they're doing. I got on social media as a way of not unliving myself. I got on social media screaming about choose a life, not a knife. Why? Because I nearly unlived myself and that saved me. So now I'm on social media screaming choose a life, not a knife. That's it. I'm not allowed in Liverpool. I'm screaming choose a life, not a knife when I'm not allowed in Liverpool, preventing people from causing self-harm and suicide. That's where choose a life, not a knife came from. Never came from knife crime or gang crime or gun crime. It's ended up there over the years. So when I'm talking about suicide prevention, at this moment in time, knives are starting to be used a lot, but not as bad. So it was a natural transition once I've got into Liverpool to start screaming out knife crime. Why? Because you're seeing kids getting fucking killed with blades. So it's gone on to choose a life, not a knife crime. But I'm speaking about both. I'm speaking about preventing people harming themselves and knife crime. So I'm screaming about knife crime. When I'm back in Liverpool, I start screaming about drug dealing and the impact on knife crime. Why? Because you're getting kids cut to fuck and stabbed to fuck over dealing drugs or not being able to pay debts. So now you've got the prevention, you've got the knife crime and you've got the drug dealing all coming together over the years. From the knife crime and the drug dealing, I've gone into gun crime. Now I'm speaking about murders, unsolved murders, and this is when the shit hits the fan really. When I start speaking about unsolved murders in the city of Liverpool, that's when the real heat came at me. That's when the real shit came at me. That's when the real gangsters started wanting me quiet and down. Why? Because I'm speaking about murders that they've got away with 15 years ago while I was in jail. Now I'm here screaming about all these unsolved murders and all these established now. Don't forget, at 19 he shot this kid. He shot that kid and became the main head in Liverpool, and now he's 40. And everyone's shit scared of him. Why? Because he's killed another 3 or had another 4 shot dead for him. And then there's Darren Gee screaming about him. They want me dead. They want me quiet. And that's what happened. From self-harm to knife crime to drugs to gun crime to organised crime. And that's where I'm stuck at, organised crime. And for the past 3 years, I've been screaming about organised crime. I've had 3 attempts on my life. And you've seen what they've been trying to do to me to shut me up about what I'm speaking about. As I'm going through this madness, I'm getting dragged into all different spaces where I'm speaking about politics, religion, all this bullshit has dragged me away from choose a life, not a knife, which is exactly what they wanted me to do. Stop speaking about it. Why? Because they had their own money-making schemes that they wanted to introduce, but while Darren Gee is screaming is, we can't step into that place, we need to remove him, so we've got a void. So years ago, you had Darren Till and all these little weird rats trying to ruin my message and establish their own message. So you might have remembered a few years ago, you had like a decent kid from up here, Edwards, world champion fighter, was going to link up with Darren Till and do this big knife initiative, wasn't he? But I was the stumbling block in Liverpool. I was the one there carrying a choose a life, not a knife message. The council and that popped up with Billy Moore and Paul Bentley and all these fucking weird people. Had a meeting. Instead of taking my message on, which was right through the schools, they started suspending kids from school who were shouting choose a life, not a knife, saying it's a gang shout. Liverpool City Council had told every school in the city that Hellfire Alive, choose a life, not a knife, was a gang shout and it's not allowed to be spoken in the schools. This was years later. Initially, I've been in to see ed teachers and sorted like assemblies out. It was all in place. I had 3 or 4 different schools where it was going to go in the following months and do an assembly in the schools about knife crime. It was all set up. And then that fucking rat popped up with that shit allegation. Anyway, it is what it is. You see me get triggered off me traumatic events from the last 8 years. I don't really get triggered from real past. I'm weakened off the recent events. So I've just got a live visibility restricted. So they're in here now complaining, trying to make me lose my platform again already. But I'm just speaking the truth, people. Always have done from the get-go. I've been living truthfully since I was released from custody. Even in custody, I was living truthfully. Facing up to me problems, facing up to me the consequences of my actions, trying to address them. Why? Because I'm truthful. I know where I fucked up because I'm truthful with myself. I know what I've got to do to correct my ways because I'm truthful with myself. You see me losing it when I get angry. But I tell you, I've got serious anger issues now. Got no other problems, just serious anger issues. And when these do this to me, instead of me going down and feeling weak off it, I'm getting fucking angry off it. Which is good for me. Why? Because I'm strong when I'm angry. When I'm not angry, I'm getting victimised. When I'm angry about what they're doing, I'm strong, I'm getting powerful. It's okay to get angry, people. Just make sure you can control that anger when it goes to the top. Don't let yourself lose it. the violence. Loads of miss. Just dealing with people when they take the piss. Loads of miss. Having to sit here and take shit off dickheads is horrendous, mate. Back then, nah. No. That's the only thing I miss, being able to just go down to Sam Walker and put him in hospital without thinking about consequences. Going into James English's ma's front house and ruining it. You know, just giving them what they deserve, basically. Can't do that now, can I? Just can't. I can't kick doors in, basically. I have done since I've been on licence, because I've had to. I've had to kick a door in when I'm living in a probation hostel in Blackburn. I've had to go through a door on some kids in Blackburn. Why? Because they thought I was trying to rob them. Don't know why. Probably because I'm a Scouser up there. Muslim lads they was. Got paranoid thinking I was trying to rob them. So they switched on me. You know, and there was like 5 of them. All switched on me, tried to make it fucking... So I just thought, yeah, sounds. Went back like 3 hours later, just went BAM! Right through the fucking door, burst in. Not to rob them, just to fucking damage them. They all scurried out windows and shit. Remember, you hear me speaking about there was a couple of Irish girls around this group of Asian lads, and them Irish girls were getting pissed and stoned and then fucking ruined by them in this flat. But I'm fresh out of jail and I'm not aware of all this dynamics. It's only now where I look back. Said it last year or something, where I look back now. It's obvious what was going on with them young Irish girls in that Blackburn town centre. Obvious, mate. And I've screamed about it for years, but like no one believes me. But you had young Irish girls coming from somewhere like 20 minutes away. Sometimes they'd be picked up by them, but most of the times they'd travel into Blackburn themselves. And they'd get took to these flats and shit, and it was obvious what was going on now. I thought these were old enough girls just being slappers with these young lads, these young Asian lads, they're like 19, 20. But they had a flat, they had a decent apartment above a building society and an estate agents. And the fella that owned the estate agents had give them the keys for nothing to base in this flat. That's what they were telling me. One of them worked in the taxi rank in the town centre. I'm telling you, mate, I've been screaming about 3 years. It's fucking rife in Blackburn. Rife. And they've been getting young travelling girls in that Blackburn since... I went into Blackburn in 2016. So I was in a probation hostel in Blackburn, and that's when I noticed all that shit going on in Blackburn. It's rife in Blackburn. And I'm not just lying, mate. There was young travellers girls in the town centre of Blackburn with these Asian lads. You know, Malik Akram. He's not one of these lads, but that's when I've met him, this same period. Blackburn's a heavily populated Muslim area. Massive. And defo, you've got grooming gangs in Blackburn. Defo. I don't even need to consider any evidence. I'm telling you now with my own eyes, my recollection, with them young Irish girls. I was shocked by them, the way they was. You know, because they were Irish, blonde hair, all that. Them young travelling girls, you know what they dress like, so they look a lot older. Do you get what I'm saying? But you can tell the way they had they had a fucking this apartment on the end of the town. You know, the end of the city centre. It's mad, I ended up kicking the door in on that apartment. One of the lads still messages me now every well, he was up until last year. One of the young lads. He was more of, in the group, he was more of someone being bullied. You get what I'm saying? This kid that still contacts me. Yes, Donna. But I don't speak to none of them. I don't acknowledge them. Just because there's a mad shit happening in Blackburn now, isn't there? You've got a very, 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 very extreme version of Islam in Blackburn. I lived in Blackburn as well. So when I've done my hostel and all that, and then I've left Blackburn, ended up in St Helens, done me rounds, ended up in fucking Guernsey with this nurse, then ended up in Gosport, then ended up back there years later in Blackburn. Everything had fucked up and I thought, fuck you's probation, I'll go back to where it started. So move back to Blackburn. Do you understand what I mean? No, like start my licence type thing again in my own little head. So I was homeless, then ended up getting a gaff in Blackburn. And I'm living in one of the roughest parts in Blackburn, basically. And I was living above an Halal Butcher's. It's the only place I could get. 1 bedroom shithole above a Halal Butcher's in Blackburn, mate. Horrendous it was. But it was my little gaff. Remember you might have heard me speaking about where, you know, the cutting bodies up in Blackburn. The cutting bodies up in Blackburn. Above Halal Butcher's. Don't give a shit what anyone tries to tell me. Straight up. It's like they'd had this flat above this Halal, but they had 3 flats actually. And every one of them was used for that purpose, cutting something up. Don't know what the fuck they were cutting up, probably meat, but I was hoping it was meat. Well, that's what I first thought. Don't forget, I've been in jail, I'm not aware of all the dynamics that's going on. So when I'm living above a Halal Butcher's, yeah, so look, they got as much as they could of upstairs, so the flats were shit, so your shower rooms were small. But what you had in your shower rooms, you had your shower, and then you had main power lines coming into the shower room, where they've had a drilling tool or something, and you could tell it had been set up to cut shit. So because I thought a Halal Butcher's, I'm thinking they're probably cutting up carcasses of cows and all this shit up here, you know, like a unhealthy butcher's. But now I'm thinking about it now, here we are 8 years later, I'm convinced within these communities above butchers they're chopping bodies up. Convinced. And I reckon in the 80s you've got pure missing children that have compromised their operations and they've been chopped up and buried somewhere or slaughtered somehow. You know, like that girl in Blackpool, where the police had recordings of her being chopped up and dismembered and they still got off with it. That type of shit has been happening up and down this country since the 80s. And if you remember a few years ago, 18 months ago, not even that, all of a sudden we're finding graves. And in these graves, you've got hundreds of body parts of children and women. And they're found in certain cemeteries around the country and that. And they're found on the grounds of certain hospitals and stuff. But they're all being found lately. I said as soon as they started finding them, telling you now, the monsters within them communities have been chopping our young girls up and boys for fucking decades. There was a reason why you started getting milk cartons. And I'm on about boys and girls. I'm not just talking, you know, it's boys as well. They've got a mad fetish for boys, these cows. Straight up. And the police know. It's a big part, this is cover up this. Think about this then. Let me ask you this question, I always ask you it. Labour, the politicians, right up to the very fucking top, I'm talking to the king and queen, me. Think about how many girls under the age of puberty that these fucking horrible monsters, not all of them, within that community, you've got fucking serious monsters. Are you telling me none of them's fell pregnant? Yeah, we've got a couple of thousand that we're aware of. The thousands that we're not aware of. Are you telling me, out of all them victims, none of them got pregnant? Okay. So let's be wise about this. If I've got a live restriction for some audiences, violation warnings, they're not listening. They're starting to shut me down again from speaking truth. But I'm going to go and have a breather so we don't lose the compass. Let me finish here. How many of them young girls had to have abortions? And if them girls went home pregnant and got found out, what would happen to this big grooming operation? So what would these people who were involved in this big grooming operation do to these kids who got pregnant? You have not got to be a fucking rocket scientist to understand that you've had hundreds of girls chopped up in this country. You haven't been, and this is what they're hiding. When this gets grabbed hold of properly, you're going to uncover mass fucking murders, mate. Hundreds of girls chopped to pieces because they got pregnant. I'm telling you, I'm going to have to go. So don't lose me account. And you'll have all these dickheads laughing that off. What you mean? No. Okay. So they can do everything fucking else, but not get rid of the evidence. Okay. You know, if you had true accounts of the victims, they would tell you the threats that they've had. We will chop you up. You will never be seen ever again. That's the multiple threats that these girls are getting, I guarantee you. I don't even know. I haven't even read nothing. But I guarantee you, them girls have all been threatened with having their bodies chopped up and never seen again. Because that's what they do.